Like, the Spirit Breaker is a hero that doesn't need. You can get something, it's good, but just be active early on and get leveled. Even if you have a Shadow Blade,
5 seconds remaining.
Do the same.
I mean, for me, you know, the two biggest things, one of them you've already mentioned is the kind of chase ability on the bounty with that dust, but also having that magic immunity piercing disabled. So heroes like Lifestealer, like Juggernaut, for instance, would be less optimal for LGD if they were deciding to pick it. But there is the Sand King, it finally comes out. This feels like an off-lane, a Chalice hero. Me.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm thinking about the Puck Team Secret, some AoE control, something to hold them in place, even though they have pretty much enough with Tusk and Spirit Breaker, but a silence for Queen of Pain, initiation to classic one. To me.
How has Naga gone through?
Puppy stubborn. Feels like eat it.
Here, LGD, you try to take it again. Well, I guess Gyro and both banned out alongside. Byron. Secret. Gotta start giving some things away here now. Where's this Razor heading? What's the Tusk up to? I'm pretty certain that Spirit Breaker is going to be in that 5 spot, the puppy, the map, and causing havoc. For hero to come up and potentially kind of AoE team fight. Now you look up for that control. He'll dodge all of it. Backed with EL double distance. Secret. Little illusion hero there, but against Queen of Pain Sand King, there is some way to clear those.
There is a way, but it's gonna be Phantom Lancer against
10 seconds
Queen of Pain. But Phantom Lancer does all right. But remove the Shadow Strike from Queen of Pain is not really affected by Bounty Hunter roaming around. Gonna need some help from either Spirit Breaker or Tusk.
Is this just another Arme TB game?
I don't know. Picking Nikes would be kind of suicidal.
Sure, against Spirit Breaker PL.
Yeah.
Even with the Radiance build.
Pretty much any single melee hero can build into Battle Fury, which is the Lancer with tanking stun, Queen of Pain, Faceless Void. They have enough to actually deal with the field illusions.
And they've not really got anything to stop Void from doing damage in the Chrono, right? They've got Ice Shards, which can maybe trap Void out and mess with him there, but no real disables or stuns to go into the Chrono. Seems like a decent pick all round. You know, trap the PL, trap the Razor before the Link or the Doppelganger come out.
LGD's turn to ban.
Final ban from Secret. Strength melee support duo, or one offlane, one support. Reasonably good up against the PL as well.
Maybe some tower damage for Team Secret as an offlaner.
10 seconds remaining.
Could be, I don't know, I'm thinking about Pagna with saving capabilities for Void with the Fly and
LGD's
tower damage for push. But they might... it's really hard to guess Team Secret what they're gonna pick. Anything. They can make a lot of things work.
Like I was saying before, this could be a fatter Razor with, you know, a Razor Tusk dual offlane.
Yeah.
And they have something else for Ace, you know, Lone Druid comes to mind. They could pick up. It's all super open. They go back like a Beastmaster if they want to. Well, LGD, Jakiro as their final pick. So it looks like a Bounty Jakiro support duo. Nice bit of damage to pump into that Chrono there as well. Some good AoE clear and some catch. Spirit Breaker charge and the PL Doppelganger. I like LGD's draft. It looks reasonable. Looks pretty good, but you know, we've seen how Secret play and how they move across the map. It isn't just all about these wombo combos.
And there it is.
The Wraith King. Oh, but who's gonna play? Oh, just pick your heroes. Come on, Secret. Who's playing what?
Puppy Wraith. That's position 5 Wraith King right there.
That's the thing though, Ace has played Wraith King a bunch on this team as well in the one role. But it could have been him, but you're right. You are right, Hazel.
So it's gonna be a mid one. What do they have?
Right.
Oh god.
It's gonna swap.
Hope so. It's
Safely.
What's happening, man? This is Team Secret. They have 4 melee heroes against Sanking, Void, and Jakiro. That feels so weird. I don't know. I just want to see it. Fast forward, speed, ×3. Let's see.
It's a fatter razor. I got that much. I got that much wrong.
All right, it's Ace on a Wraith King.
Oh, okay. This feels not. They're trolling LGD here, aren't they? The break in between games, the waiting to get into the lobby, the mind games between Puppy. FY definitely in full swing in this series. A Secret taking on LGD, game number 2 in its best of 3. Puppy. So Ace on the Wraith King, his one roll there. LGD line up with that reincarnation, so good up against these big wombo combo lineups.
Prepare
of course, you have
for
to cycle your spells and keep him kited as you possibly can. Starts himself off with a mango.
This seems like it's gonna be a good game for Chalice, on a stanking against 4 melee heroes, and since Fata is playing that offlane Razor, it means that he's gonna be getting help from Tusk on top. Tanking is gonna be against 2 melee heroes, especially if someone else rotates a Bounty, a Jakiro, they could score easy
For them. So Puppy starts things off here. Orb of Venom just also to track back on the Bounty Hunter. Already Yapzor. Obswords. The boot a little bit later, so pretty
30
poor on the
seconds
Tusk for
to
now.
battle.
Batter, Windlace there. Already up, and like you're saying, the kind of aggressive dual lane here. Tusk and Razor going to pair up nicely. One PL, of course, in the middle lane. Down a whole bunch of trees here, make it a little easier to stack up these camps for him potentially.
or he's just bored.
Bored out of his mind. Charge onto Chalice. 6 seconds till the bounty route comes. Chalice very afraid of what's coming his way. The chain stun is there. The bounty. Dive away. Chalice gets out of danger. I am looking though at Maybe's build.
Yeah, that's quite different, but gives you what, 2, 4, 7, 8 damage, and plus Verifier as well, the 10 damage. That helps you last it so much. It has the same amount of damage almost as
Denied.
Let's do it. PL does have that Quelling Blade, and of course the attack animation, quite advanced there. So laning setup. Ace and Puppy, Wraith King and Spear Breaker. Now it's a Jakiro Sand King lane. You were mentioning that additional bit of health coming into that bot lane for the SK.
yeah. Once they hit level 2, Jakiro and Sanking against 2 melee heroes, yeah, it's gonna be a really disaster. This bottom for Team Secret. So it's gonna be top lane as well. Razor's gonna free farm Bounty, can't help out. I expect Tusk to actually rotate to a bottom lane and leave Razor alone. He's really not threatened by Bounty and Void.
But 5 stolen damage against the Void. Time Walk being very nice against the static link, of course. A move here elsewhere, and it is a difficult ride for this Tusk, you know. You mentioned that can't really gank the Queen of Pain because the blink is there. Maybe going for this blink screen build against the PL. The Doppelganger available from mid one. He's very good at dodging out the Shadow Strike. Wasting skill points or mana or time. Endeavor. A bit of a dive from Fata here onto Ame. Little current pops out onto the Void's face. Lack thereof. I do apologize.
Yeah.
That was insensitive of me. The Void. Comes around a bit, charged through, but Burrow Strike in, catches Puppy.
Look at the slow.
Good quick TP though. Gets him back to Fountain.
Yeah, but the problem is when they get to level 3, level 2 Barrow Strike, plus the amount of slow they provide, way too good of a lane.
More and more difficult for Secret down here. And in the meantime, Void isn't doing that poorly up at the top. 6 and 4, and you compare that to the Wraith Kings 4 and 0. Ace having a pretty rough time down here, but mid one making up for it in that middle lane, bashing back at poor Queen of Pain.
Every time he has a Phantom Rush, he just uses it in the range of a tower. After a couple of times, if she uses the Shadow Strike, uses Doppelganger. Bottom lane, they even rotate the bounty hunter.
Two-man stun with a Mango play. Chalice in onto Ace and Puppey. Wraith King does turn to the back and stun, and Yasuo out with a great shards play there. FY and Chalice trying to get in deep, but Ace through some trees, and First Blood goes the way of Yasuo. Ace is still alive here with no stun available from the sack. He turns back to Snowball safe, comes on through, and Chalice in all sorts of trouble. They'll take him down for a double. Yasuo maybe looking for 4 here as Puppey bashes back X-Nova. There's the double nice with a double bash, and X-Nova getting slapped around under Brilliant here. 1 of 3 for nothing. Team Secret, Yapso's TP, snappy, instant, and an absolute wonder to turn around that fight.
They were way too deep, diving under the tower, knowing that the Tusk has a TP with the Snowball, save people. Not sure what the call was.
The call was kill this bloody Wraith King.
Yeah, and meanwhile on top, Razor is having a good time. He is against the melee hero. Yeah, this lane on the bottom is practically lost. Both of the supports got a lot of gold, so they can invest to Dust against Bounty, against tanking.
Null here for Quap, needs to bring out another one in a second. Can blink over towards the DD rune, refill that bottle. Between the Nulls. Boy's Bounty still slipping at level 2, and Puppey closes in on 3. Yapso also in the vicinity. Try and get him away here. Maybe looks at the Snowball. Dodges the Burrow Striker's Chalice. A little bit too quick there. Now the charge through. So will be kept alive for a little longer. There's no dual breath for 4. A Burrow Strike ready now from Chalice. Should catch in here, and finally Yapso dies, but the expenditure there. Pretty big. Again, 3 heroes. All being brought down to this bottom lane, and all they get is a tough.
Yeah, no mana on Wraith. He needs to get some. He even used the stun on Reap to get a last hit, and they didn't even. Yeah.
Yapso bringing anything? No clarities for Ace. Nothing like that. Middle lane, mid one. Look back from FY. Yeah. Damage expires. Ace planted by some mangoes. There you go. Mango and a clarity from that courier. They'll move in now. Mango ready for Ace to get that stun to pop out. Jakiro is the target of choice. Chalice with a 2-man stun. No, Puppey dodged away from it, and the Ice Shards will trap the Jakiro in. Chalice trying to get a bit more damage in onto Ace as the bash pushes the Jakiro back, out and away, but they have the Snowball to potentially make a play. Yapso has to get it off now. Can he get this kill though?
Going on Jakiro.
Mango HP regen is there. The shards won't come in time.
He didn't want to use it right away because he was kind of greedy for the stun both him and the Sanking.
TP's at the top. He gets hit by a bash and he's like, okay, I'm gonna pray to RNG here. Pretty much know that the bash won't come a second time, or say no very loosely there.
Radiant are scanning.
It should work like that.
Good pseudo TP.
Yeah.
Where are you off to? Grabs the bounty rune. Mid one secures top arcade. TP having a much better game so far. 29-10. Mid one still free farming, but this trade of farm in the mid lane was to be expected. Very difficult for both of the 4 roles on either teams to harass or do any real damage. Middle lane, but bottom charge onto X-Nova. Chalice is here with a Burrow Strike onto 2. Again, very good stun from the Sand King. But I don't know if he can save X-Nova with the shard trapping the Jakiro in. Ace will slice down the double-headed dragon. Chalice sticks around a little bit longer here, but the Snowball will come out, stun up the Sand King. 2-man stun again charge. He has 1 charges here on Ace, who turns around and stuns, but the Sonic Wave! Maybe with an instant triple. Queen of Pain comes in and, well, mind games, screw you. I'm a Queen of Pain.
That big ulti from Queen of Pain, even though she got bashed at the right or wrong moment, or whatever you want to call it. It's level 8, meanwhile Jakiro is gonna get some levels in the mid lane. Faceless Void is level 6, almost level 7, so they should play around the chrono. Find them.
Trying to hunt the Razor. Got Burrow Strike and Epicenter. Don't even know if they need the chrono here. It looks like Fata is dead regardless. Yes, we done.
Right now, the lineup from Team Secret is gonna need a lot of time, actually. They can make a move with both the Spirit Breaker and Tusk to get some kills around, but the Phantom Lancer needs a lot of time to come online. Same goes for Wraith King, especially because he was attacked in the laning stage. What is he sitting at? Round boost and...
Gloves on the courier.
Yeah.
Feels much more comfort zone for LGD, right? They've got stuns, they've got catch, they've got AoE, they've got these combos they can play with. Feels much nicer from them, the way they're moving around the map and utilizing, especially Chalice on this Sand King. Much more of an active role that he's playing in this game rather than the Omni Knight comparison in the last one. We'll spot out Yapzor here about half HP. Try and land the burrow, but unfortunately just misses out. The Queen of Pain still chasing forward though. The ball is forced, dragged back. Yapzor throws one last shard down to try and do some damage to the wave, but he will die.
Actually, mid one with the double damage rune, the tower to almost half HP.
Bottom tower is under attack.
An immediate TP from Chalice here. Doppelganger's on cooldown.
Oh, he has no boots to... Okay, got it in.
In the backpack.
Yep.
Back down towards bottom again, maybe an X-Nova. We get charged up here on the Jakiro. No real follow through there, just putting the fear into them. A little bit worried about what's coming in around the corner, but Ace is just AFK farming jungle for now. He needs to get levels up, like you're saying, he's kind of sacked in that lane. 2,300 net worth, not the best spot to be in. Wraith King, relatively good jungler. We were talking about him making appearances in our pubs. I don't think we'll see the Mascamanus Deso or whatever nonsense build that comes out in pub games. It'll be the armlet it looks like here for Ace.
Yeah, but he farms really fast with the skeletons.
Yeah.
Now, you can't them, they feed away a lot of gold if they're gonna come from that lane right now.
Oh, that's why it dies. The snowball bottom, X-Nova to get trapped in here. Static link from Fata as maybe looks to blink forward aggressively. Sonic Wave is ready if he switches to Inchred, but the trouble is he's already dead. Jumped in to get a kill on Puppy, you know, that's
not worth it. In the end, that's a lot of XP for Team Secret. Razor gets the last hit. Still no chronos used.
Time is money.
I mean, maybe there Ame could have down and looked
Look
for a
at the gold on Sand King. He almost has a dagger and the mana boot.
You can do anything you want, like that.
Were they actually called mana boot? I think they did.
I don't think so. Okay, but they were called Arcane Ring first, right? Inputs one. It was the ring that you had to boost from something else. Ring of Protection. There was a time in Dota when there was no Arcane. You had to buy the Arcane Ring. But I don't think they were called mana boots. But I may be wrong.
That's a Blink Dagger on a Sand King. Epicenter is ready. Russia from Love.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think you got that one the wrong way around, but okay. Fata drains a bit of damage out.
FY only level 4. I want to see if they should implement that to see if enemy team has a dome
under attack.
or a smoke. How many are left?
Nice path, not going to land onto Puppy. He's in there with a dust onto FY, but the skeleton is chasing down Alice. No burst. He's being ripped apart. Damage too much.
Yeah, these skeletons actually deal a lot of damage. Something like 5 of them with 37 attack. Plus they have a Vampora. Yeah, that doesn't increases the damage, but they have attack speed, which is pretty fast for them.
Worthy tribute.
That's late. Been happening top lane there. Mid one trying to pressure the void a little bit. Ame well on his way towards the Battle Fury, while the PL have anything queued up. Exactly where he's heading, but Epicenter bottom lane, Fata very thoughtful. Moves in to try and take down the Jakiro. him. The Queen of Pain arrives and makes short work of him. The Razor will take a
Dire's
tumble.
middle tower is under attack.
Still, this is an offlane Razor with Phase Drums Aquila. You're pretty damn happy with where he is right now. Top of the net worth, in fact. On his team.
Yeah, Queen of Pain is
Radiant's bottom
extremely
tower
farmed.
is under
6,000,
attack.
level 11, almost level 12. This I think is gonna cause a team secret, because 4 melee heroes, and once they get the bounty hunter to level 6, they can easily kite around the speed they get. The problem is Tom, but yes, purchased his heroes.
FY tracking back onto mid one. Doppelganger is here. Use it as he is low HP up on the high ground. The shards to block LGD away from the Phantom Land. So the Sonic Wave goes out, but the PL's already far away. All back to Chalice for the tap on the Absol. At least they'll secure themselves this little tusk kill. Mid one getting out there. I mean, that was a great effort from himself and the rest of the team that allowed him to escape. Puppey goes in. Very aggressive plays. Razor from the high ground, baits out the Chrono, lands only on the Fata now with the Macroplier down. Razor will get focused as Puppey has died. PL trying to rejoin, but the damage output from LGD too much. Now he'll track back in, mid one Doppelgangers away. Can he juke with these illusions? No, Chalice with the big stun in will make sure that LGD sweep through 4 of them.
They should have just waited for the last kill to be that kill as well. The way they started this fight was really good. Deep 2 wards. Look at the wardings coming out from LGD. They're playing around Team Secret's forest. Should be another kill.
Snowball potentially, but LGD depends on the back anyway. This is maybe with the double damage rune, the charge through. Ace stuns up Chalice. The Burrow Strike lands though with the Ice Path there, but Ace wasn't caught. Pain aiming there for a nice little snipe out on Yapzor, but they'll lose their Sand King in exchange. Not so worth it. But Ace dying to Shadow Strike here. 1 charge armlet toggle. Yeah, okay, he's got it. He's got it. Fine. What am I talking
Dust on
about?
cooldown.
Down.
Basis Void has Battle Fury in
Dire's structures
800
are fortified.
gold. That's gonna help a lot against the PL illusions. PL not that farm. I think they should just play more around Razor when Chronosphere is on cooldown. Like right now, they should pressure top down.
Ace armlet, drums, Razor. They've got a pretty strong and tanky front line here to go and pressure towers. Mid one. Let me click on the real hero. There we go. Not too far away from defusal, but like you're saying, definitely ramp up time. ED. Chrono back in 25. Battle Fury nearly done there. Hitting their timings pretty nicely here as we're also looking towards the Lincoln Sphere for maybe.
Hero is building a little bit of everything. His spells goes 2-2, then gets 1 more in liquid, or needs ulti for Chronosphere, but I suppose he's gonna max the ice. That's his strongest. The best. 2.5 second duration with
They don't lack damage with proper Sand, having that extra control against PL illusions in particular. Very nice indeed. Sparta does get jumped on a little bit. Of course, have the Shrine there. Still afraid though. Keeps on sprinting as maybe holds the high ground with the Sonic Wave ready to go. Bottom lane though. Arme jumps in, jumps out, checks it all about. Yapzor hiding in the trees. Really like the pokey too much. Lost. Double creep wave there. All 3 through. Puppey, you give up on that charge. You do not go in there. Secret this time around. Playing a little bit from behind. 9-15, but the net worth lead from LGD isn't that substantial. It's this spread from Secret across 3 cores, plus the Tusk having a ton of money. While on LGD, it's really the top 2 that have the majority of the net worth. Mid one now, doppelgangering away, gets out of the epicenter, and on this low ground, he's in a decent position to jump out as well, but the time dilation will stop the doppelganger from coming out again. The nice Phantom Rush, even better, gets onto the high ground, but 1 more punch, the snowball save. Oh, it's going to keep him alive. Ice Path in with the Chrono there, doppelganger, mid one is still up and running, the Macroplier clearing through Ace. Now they'll bring him down, but that's the reincarnation. He's able to come through and cycle his spells again. Fast is still going, and X-Nova Nova in trouble. Burst strike from Chalice does catch 2. And Ace, they need to focus him. But Jakiro and Bounty both there. There's no track, there's no control, there's no Sand King stun. He's in the Sandstorm. And Arme is dead. Team Secret with a huge team fight. Kill 4 and only lose 1.
Yeah, big mistake there by Jakiro. He used Ice Path right away in the Chronosphere and tried to hit the Macro Fire on both, but actually only hit the Raid King. But Raid King does not care about first life. Not the best Chrono. I was expecting Chronosphere before on 2 heroes that were here, and the Phantom Lancer also played well. Duked around with the Phantom Rush.
Like, he jumped down with Doppelganger, and Phantom rushed up,
yeah.
And then they had the snowball save across, and then he managed to get away a little bit before dying. It really was that kind of dance of death from mid-1 that extended the fight just a little bit longer. But yeah, what's up? What's the Chrono there? Just Arme a little bit afraid of the Wraith King +1 coming into the fight, because it seemed delayed, but also seemed rushed at the same time, if you understand what I'm saying. It was one of those snap decisions that maybe went wrong.
And they know their ults are on cooldown. Epicenter. Oh no. Also Queen of Pain Sonic Wave. They can actually take the Roche. They have a vision with the illusion and the Frozen Sigil.
Maybe Roche down for FY. I think Secret will have a good idea. There's a bounty lurking in this middle. Puppy's holding the sentry here. Still there's no bounty there. Arme in the meantime, farm rate up. Often when you see a Battle Fury on Void, you expect him to accelerate super quickly, right? But
you're forced to fight with your own team, and then you die. Battle Fury doesn't mean anything. I mean, he's still second in the network chart and he's gonna have a lot of items, just need to continue farm, but these Chronospheres need to be...
Ace. 3,000 gold saved up, and of course it's gonna be a Radiant. Anything else? The hood
Radiant's
done.
bottom tower is under attack.
There, or block up against the Quap hero. Ace to roll up to the top lane. Ace.
Oh, Ace is in front.
He has reincarnation and armor. And LGD just always so afraid of Secret. The way that Secret play, you know, up in space non-stop with every single hero, you never know where the rest of the people are. They're deep inside their own side of the map.
Yeah, because they don't have any vision. Like, they have 0 wards on the map.
Wow, that was one of the big problems with LGD in the previous game.
How's that even possible?
Like, they would make these moves. Like, Arme right now with maybe.
Right. FY has 2 wards in his inventory.
After getting right-click down, though, with a double dash from Queen of Pain. Easy pickings with the Chrono, while up a top lane. No, Chrono's down, and the Quap is there, so they move in. Jakiro caught, but Epicenter nicely done for the first strike. Snowball Snave better. Yapsor keeps everyone alive with the Doppelganger out. Mid-1 tries to sprint away. Quap arrives and takes the Aegis out immediately, but Ace slaying people in the midst of battle. He does not care. His sword is bigger than your mace. Arme has to run away. The charge of Puppy and onto Maybe. Do they have the control? It looks like they've got the damage. They don't care about control. Secret.
That was basically a fight 7, actually 6 versus 5, because Razor was out. They had the Aegis on Phantom Lancer and the reincarnation of Raid King. You need to focus these heroes because they deal a ton of damage, but on the other hand, you don't want to. Chrono is on cooldown for the next 30 seconds. They want to go for 2-3 right now.
They're breaking high ground.
Dire's top tower.
And there you go, lift forced out.
Dire's structures.
Yeah, I think now maybe a good time to maybe talk about LGD and their warding situation, because a key moment for me, you brought up that the kind of the mirroring effect, you know, one team, you know, the swap of sides where we have that cut across the map and the Secret side comes in, they place wards, they get them down deep, watch the Ancients. LGD did the same thing. They come in through this other side of the jungle in the previous game and they just did not ward at all. They seem to be making maneuvers without planning ahead too far. They're just like, we need to smoke now, they go, and they don't plan about that warding and the vision early enough. Do have now a defensive ward at least up on the high ground, and one did go deep from FY, I believe. That one is over towards the other side of the map.
Yeah, this is the ward I love. One of the better wards because it provides you the vision of an enemy, especially if he goes to this camp first, then you know where he's so easy to gain. This
TP is on the shrine, see the farming, see.
Faceless Void just wants to tank up, not but they can't kill him. Usually we'll see Manta style, so we can get rid of him.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, reincarnation, it's ready, Ace, he will turn his fight around, Army stuck in a tree, he needs to come through, there's the catch with the chrono, but it's only on the Wraith King. They have the damage from outside as well, now they will bring down Ace with the Sonic Wave, good over the top, but LGD expended so much for just that one kill. Ice Shards do trap Arme in, but he's got a time warp to get himself away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was so very nearly perfect timing.
Almost. Feels so weird that backfired. They knew that probably knew around timing when Wraith King died. Could be wrong for a couple of seconds. With Queen of Pain, Lincoln Sphere is not that threatened with the Wraith King initiating and the Spirit Breaker as well. It might get.
He's aiming towards BKB for now.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan onto FY. Dust from Yapzor. Bounty has been rustled. No more messing around in our jungle, thank you very much. Again, you know, another move there. Sure, LG already had the ward down as they smoke in aggressively. But FY going into this jungle without any vision, just trying to scout people out himself naturally. I do wish I could see what kind of... Oh, there we go. There's an observer ward on the floor, yeah. Obs ward smoke being dropped on the floor here. Someone needs to go out and place these ASAP.
Yeah, the bounties of the full Spirit Vessel on task completed. He's actually going for 90 ADM. Said yesterday why XP gain is much better because it gets you to level 15 faster, and then you can show out the waves. Use Ice Shards and Snowball, and you clear them in one shot. Also gives you ability to be on the same level as your core later on, and gives you a lot of status resistance.
Oh, they are really committing for this. Snowball save again. Yapzor is just so good at this. They will roll forward as the Wraithfire Blast from Ace, comes in, and they'll clear up Chalice. One charges forward, but again, LGD, they are trying to force things to happen. Puppy dusting forward. FY has been caught by this potentially, and there we go. They see them. Yapzor already on the case. Try and bring down the pesky little bounty hunter. One more hit, one more tap. It's Fata. No, it's not. It's Yapzor gets it for the urn. LGD trying to force the issue. Too much here and there. Wraith King now. Radiance Armlet. They're closing in on another one of these games where their core heroes are just unkillable, right?
Yeah, the same thing they did day number 1. They had the hero and they had 3 beefy core. But it's probably gonna go for a hard, just tank up so he doesn't die in a chrono, doesn't get blown up by a tank in epicenter.
Dire's middle tower.
Running away from a Spirit Breaker and a Tusk. Chalice started this game very, very nicely, but his farm priority of kills is going to be given away to the Quap and the Void very heavily. Arme feels he needs more creep to be more of an impact in this game. Been running around using the Blink and the Force Staff pretty nicely to catch people off. We're waiting though, maybe Queen of Pain hit another ulti like we saw bottom lane. That initial fight, you know, the 3-man Sonic Wave was very nice, but Secret haven't lined up for anything of them.
Oh, I love it. I don't think that's used enough. Because Pistol Blade, like you have a Stout Shield you start with, and then you go for a Vanisher for the extra lockdown on Faceless Void and Queen of Mobile. Especially with Queen of Pain having Blink and Sphere and Void going for that tank build with a BKB. So they need some extra luck. Hope he goes fine and go for hard. No, hard. And hard would give him the tankiness, but so is that Vanguard.
I'm not sure about this LGD. That's a Wraith King. As an ultimate, which allows him to respawn, and you had difficulties previously with that. Back just a little bit here. Arme and Chalice on the high ground. No radiant vision up in this part of the map. Secret only sees their creep waves towards down in the jungle. Battle around Roshan though, as the big man respawning now.
Now.
Is it just bugged? Now?
Yeah, it's not working.
You wanna try it?
Your king thanks you.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you were close, man. Only he started, only started a second earlier. He would have looked so good. He would have looked so good. But yeah, Secret, they know. They know. Poppy's got the internal clock. Walks, he smokes, he moves. Roshan, but Ace in mid one.
Yeah, it's only on clock, but works as good as Swiss.
Absolutely. They got rid of the Soviet way pieces and made some clocks of their own, and they took. So now Bounty immediately blown up. LGD feels like they need to still go into this pit. They've got the chrono and a BKB done now for Arme. Mid one Ace. Quickly dispatching the Roshan. LGD with maybe mid shoving out that creep wave. Trying to set up for something. Give themselves a little more of an angle to move in, but this is giving Secret an angle to strike as well. The BKB from Arme jumps away from the static link. He can go for a two-man chrono here, but it's not going to be good. They try and force Chalice out, but he's dead. 3 gone from LGD already as the Queen of Pain blinks up towards the high ground with Arme holding the ramp as well. But jump in from Ace, pops the Lincolns out. There's a blink away again from Maybe, and FY tries to earn the Queen of Pain up, but in comes a charge. Poppy, he's ready to fight. No, he's not. Turn tail and run. They're forced to buy back from the Sand King, and this will be their time to depart.
I'm surprised that they didn't take the Roche there. Instead, they decided to chase Queen of Pain, which might actually backfire. They still have Reincarnation on the Wraithing, which is level 3 second. Needed to buy back there.
Roshan glitched out inside of his pit, doesn't know where to stand, twiddling his thumb. The right-hand side of the room, but middle lane they will jump in. Puppy taken out as quickly as he forward. Ace now with a Spirit Vessel on him. Right click down here. I don't think he can armor toggle through this. We'll see though. Ace chronoed up, and he definitely can't. They do not catch the PL though. Sparta moves forwards. Mid one. Full HP. They can't deal with him. Mid one's just going to run in here and do a ton of damage. Chalice gone. Nice ice path back. Fire does get the Tusk Gap, so can't snowball save people, but FY being ripped apart. The PL illusions going in. Faster drop by Maybe, and they don't want to deal with a PL. They're killing everyone else instead. LGD says, cool, one, you do what you want. We will destroy the rest of your team. Get over the ice path now. Ace still rolling forward as X-Nova gets brought to his knees.
Yeah, that Chronosphere only caught PL on the edge and caught Wraithing with an ultimate, and the Kiro was not even around to follow up with the damage.
That's great. Back into Roshan. LGD, fortunately, not getting what they need.
PL picked up both cheese and should probably give a cheese to the Razor if possible. They have 3 lives.
When was the last time we saw Shockwave from Queen of Pain? It feels like maybe he's really holding on to this for as long as possible. For those real big ultis to come out.
It feels like whenever she uses Wave, the sound is stuck in my ears, and it feels like it's always on cooldown, but it's actually not.
They're a very good rendition.
Yeah, they're gonna go in right. PL has actually very fight.
Blow up Puppy. There is a reincarnation here from 8 though, as the Burrow Strike lands on 2. Chalice with no Sandstorm, but a good ice path. Blink forward, maybe catches mid one. Aegis and Cheese still on him. He turns back and fights. No matter, can't flick. One charge there, but is unable to get it done. Now Ace just moves on forwards. He's a bulldozer rolling in onto LGD. The tarmac unable to withstand the weight of this Wraith King. Oh, they ping it out. Faster nose,
just come with the Radiance.
Yo, very nicely done.
Yeah, Queen of Pain. She does have a buyback, and she's the only one on the side of LGD. That's a Razor with cheese. Another ult. from Wraith King and still Aegis on Phantom. So we have 3 cores with 3 lives. 8 versus 5, 8 versus 3x.
Forge Hero shaved up a little bit here with the Yules and stun. Over dead to rights as the Wraith King dismantles and mounts the 2 heads on his bedroom wall. Ace will take down a nice little lane of racks here for Secret to claim as they shift up towards top as well. Chrono ready from the Faceless Void, but they need maybe to be alive at this point. Tier 3 top will surely fall. Arme comes in, catches the Wraith King, but reincarnation is there.
It's, everyone once goes back.
Can't do anything. LGD, they're just getting outdone here. See, inside his base, the doppelganger over, dodges the Burrow Strike. Arme now, can't even time walk away, dead for a minute and a half. Queen of Pain blinking, teeping, where's she off to? I can't keep up, maybe. Okay, back in the fountain then.
When it's time to call it, it's time to call it.
I believe it might just be time to call it. There's the Sonic Wave, but Secret 5-man rotation into the fountain. On my way, says Fatter, but that is surely game. GG is called, and Team Secret 2-0. Why did LGD have a map?
Once again, Team Secret with unorthodox picks, like 4 melee heroes. The bottom lane was lost at the start, but they managed to come back. The jungling Wraith King is the new Legion command in the jungle, what it seems to be. Jokes aside, Team Secret